All right. I already recorded this once. My microphone was off, so forgive me if I kind of fly through it. Plus, we have rankings coming up here later tonight where I will go more in depth on everyone's team. First matchup, embarrassing performance from Ravens Flock. Why is that? Well, left a lot of points on the bench. Couldn't start Dobbins till you saw it from him. Now he's an every week starter. And didn't get many TDs. Mixon and Lamar after that. Nobody on that roster scores a TD. So everybody put up pretty measly yards as well. So very down week. I guess if everyone's going to have a down week, maybe do it all at once. Sam got lucky with the matchup this week because uh, Jono's team did not perform. His team didn't perform that well either. You look at what you got from Jonathan Taylor, but a couple players getting in good work. Sutton, Goddard, DJ Moore putting up respectable totals. And that's enough to get the job done here. Let's go to the next one. Coop getting blown out by Ty. Blowout of the week right here. Coop's team not looking good. This guy, was that worth giving away Dalvin Cook? I don't know. This guy, yeah. Look at all those carries and 77 yards, no touchdowns. Interesting. Just 97 points isn't going to win you very many matchups. Ty's team went off. Eckler's, he comes back. Maybe he's back for good. Lenny solid. Aaron Rodgers solid. Tyreek solid. Mike Williams solid. And then Jamal Williams, the RB6. Holy crap, 6 touchdowns on the season. Pretty crazy. I mean, Coop had to play this game without Amon-Ra and Dalton Schultz, so I guess if you're going to do that, you hope you run into one of your tougher matchups that week. But next game, detrimentally horny just ekes it out. Just ekes one out because who performed on this team? Adams, Metcalf, Josh Allen. Nothing else really to be happy about. But Chuck's team, Javonte gets hurt. Besides Derrick Henry, I mean, Mariota lets him down big time with 3 points. He didn't start Lazard. He started Juju instead and Lockett. Didn't start Miles Sanders. I mean, I don't know who you would have put Miles Sanders in for, but obviously he was the highest scoring player on this team, and he's on the bench, so it's tough. Tough break for Charlie that week. At least he does have Miles Sanders to fill in for Javonte. His season isn't totally lost. Wow, Brett coming in. He's 2-2. I mean, McCaffrey bounced back. Dameon Pierce had that crazy long run and a good game. Olave's emerging. Breece Hall's emerging. So good for him. Maybe he gets Keenan Allen back, and his team won't be looking that bad. It was a great game from Brady. Best of the season for him, for sure, I think. Oh, yeah, by a long shot. Almost had more points in the last 3 weeks combined. Trevor Lawrence letting down Alvin. He left Clyde on the bench. That's not very good because he outscored his quarterback and his RB1 and RB2. So, I mean, if you do that, hard to get a dub. He's obviously got Montgomery out for him right now. Pretty self-explanatory matchup here. Shelvin looking for his first win, doesn't get it. Runs into Jake's team. Jake's team just has an average week for it, but still more than enough to get it done against a pretty good week for Shelvin's team. He has the Goff pop-off. Everybody else gets him, around 10 points there. He goes with the Dobbs start. He leaves Pickens and Thielen on the bench, but none of it really would have mattered. No possible lineup for Shelvin would have beat what Jake threw out. Jake had a good week. T. Higgins, Kupp, doing their job. Barkley and Dalvin Cook getting him by. Kyler still looks solid. John versus Troy. John, really tough here because he would have beat everybody in the league except for Ty and Troy, and he goes up against Troy. That's a tough break because he has the huge week from Hawkinson and Mike Evans, Jalen Hurts, Jeff Wilson, Josh Reynolds, all doing well, all getting in the end zone. It's just he ran into Mahomes, throwing a touchdown to Kelsey. He ran into Hollywood, catching a touchdown. He ran into CD, Jefferson, Jacob scoring twice. What are you going to do? There's no better lineup John could have rolled out there. Troy's playing this game without Michael Thomas. So, yeah, definitely a tough break for John in this one. That's the matchup review. Power rankings incoming.